Hello and welcome to this edition of Tech Talk. My name is Nick Ellis. I am the PC Computer Guy here in Indianapolis. www.pccomputerguy.com 317-883-PCCG. In this episode, we're going to be talking about how to change your Windows desktop background. That's this guy back here, to set it to something that you would like. And then after that, we're going to talk about the really neat features in Windows 7 and Windows 8 where you can have rotating backgrounds. A lot of times I see people with the backgrounds that are set from the manufacturer and they never changed after 5 years, which is kind of boring. So you can set it to pictures of your kids or something like that. And like I said, with Windows 7 and Windows 8, you can even have them rotating very easily. It's a very nice feature. So let's show you how to do that. First thing you need to do is acquire your picture from the internet. I'm just going to go to Google, and we'll just pull up any picture. Computer science sounds like a good topic. So we'll pull up, and then we'll go to images. I'm just pulling up some random picture on the internet, but you will have like a Facebook picture of your friends or family or whatever. You have some picture in your possession that you save in your computer. I'm showing you how to save it off of the internet. Once you pull the picture up, you can right click on it and you can select Save Image As or something to that effect depending on what web browser you're using. I'm going to put it in my pictures folder, so I'm going to make sure that it's selected over here, and then that's the name of it. That's fine, I'll leave it. And if I hit save, now we've saved this picture in the computer. So what I can do now is if I go to my pictures folder, right here, there's our picture. And if I right click on that picture, you'll have an option that says set as desktop background. If I select that, there we go. It's a pretty interesting looking background. So we have this set as our background now. This is a static background, meaning it doesn't change. It'll stay like this until we actually change it to something else. I'm going to show you right now some of the built-in Windows ones that also feature the rotating backgrounds. So if I right-click on the background here, this is how I can bring up these options, including personalize. You want to make sure you're not doing it on an icon or down here, but in a blank area that shows your background. And I select personalize. Then over here under the themes, I particularly like the United States theme. I'll set that up a lot. If I click on that, notice we have this nice beautiful background. This is built into Windows 7. And if I, what will happen is every 30 minutes it'll change the backgrounds automatically. I can force it to do that if I right click and say next desktop background, which is only present if you have multiple ones to choose from. And then what it'll do is it'll just rotate like that every 30 minutes through a few different backgrounds. Keeps things interesting and it makes it kind of nice. Let's bring up those personalized options again. So under the settings right here under desktop background, this is where you can set the time right here, and you can have it shuffle or just go through the normal cycle of pictures. And every single one of the pictures under United States that has a checkbox will appear in this thing. So if I remove, for example, right now we're looking at the lighthouse. So if I remove the lighthouse from our settings, notice it changes to something else because the lighthouse is not included in the settings anymore. If I put it back, it'll be included in the normal shuffling. So if you wanted to use just the built-in Windows ones, just again, right-click, personalize, and then select under the arrow themes, United States, and then you'll be good to go. But what if you want to set up one of your own with your children or something like that? That's not too difficult to do either. First and foremost, you have to have your pictures saved in your computer, and you have to know where the pictures that you want to use are. It's easiest if you put them all into a single folder. You could cherry pick throughout different places, but it's easiest if you just have them all in a single folder. So I have a group of pictures here, desktop. I like to pretend that I'm a photographer. So here's all of my pictures that I have chosen and moved into this Nick's desktop folder. I'm going to move it just for the sake of simplicity over to my pictures, or not. So I'll just leave it here. And so this is saved in a spot in my computer that I know exactly where it is. So what we do is right-click, personalize, and then we can do our own custom theme. The way we get to that is by clicking the desktop background again, and then notice it says choose your desktop background right here. And you can picture location, Windows desktop backgrounds, your picture library, which is the pictures that you have automatically saved in your computer, or I'm going to go to just browse. And then from browse, I'm going to go where my pictures are stored. I know exactly where mine is stored. I'm just going to paste it in here for the sake of simplicity. And notice all of my pictures show up here and they all have check marks in them. So now that they all have check marks, if I just hit save changes, and by the way, you can change the time right here if you want. Save changes, close it down. And now we have my own backgrounds, pictures that I've taken myself. I can force it to go through automatically to my different backgrounds, or if I just leave it alone after 30 minutes, it will automatically do this on its own. It's a lot prettier than just the generic backgrounds, and I think it'll add a lot of benefit to your computer. So save a bunch of pictures of your kids, family, vacations, or whatever, put them in a single folder, then right-click, personalize, click desktop background, browse to that folder that you created, and then select all the pictures and hit save, and you can change this interval if you want. I wouldn't do something like 1 minute or 3 minutes. It might become distracting, but maybe 10 minutes or more might be good. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys and makes your computer a little bit more enjoyable to use. Again, this will not work on Vista. It's for Windows 7 and Windows 8. Until next time, my name is Nick Ellis, PC Computer Guy, 317-883-PCCG.